Hey everyone, Tallara here and welcome back to World of Warcraft. Even though Big Bad Xal'atath has been defeated, as well as her #1 minion, Queen Ansurek, there's still lots for us to do in the War Within, specifically down here in the deep region of Azj-Kahet. As you can see, once I get my overlay back up, we do have a lot of quests that we've picked up and that we've been working through on our last few episodes. One of the quests that we're going to do today and that I'm very excited about is called Beneath the Roots. Apparently, a number of the Arrow Knights have taken shelter in a camp close to where the airship was seized in midair. Would you check on them? So if you remember, when we very first came down into this area, it didn't quite happen the way we wanted to. We boarded some of the Arathi's biggest airships in the hopes that we were going to take the fight to the Nerubians, only to be literally caught in midair and our forces completely scattered. A person that we met right when all of that happened, though, and who helped us was a very mysterious creature. You might remember her. I'm gonna quickly fly up and over this territorial Deepwalker before he ruins our day. Anyway, we met some people who live down here in Azj-Kahet who are not Nerubians at all. We actually don't know much about them, and we haven't made contact with them in a little while. But it seems like here, in this area called Wild Camp Orlais, we may learn more about these mysterious folks of Azj-Kahet. As you can see, they're very different than the Nerubians. There's a lot of emphasis on nature and wildlife, and it seems like they're our allies because we were helped by these mysterious people before, and now they've also apparently taken in some of our Arrow Knights to help shelter them. So let's meet in here. And yeah, speaking of the Arrow Knights, here they are. Here's Burke Donacry. We're doing our best with what we have. The owners of this camp have allowed us sanctuary, but there are no smiles here. My sister means everything to me, but it will be worse for her if we are kicked out of this camp for giving offense. What is this place? I scarcely know myself. It was deserted when we arrived, save for a variety of wildlife that were taking shelter here. 2 of the camp's inhabitants showed up shortly after we did. They didn't ask us to leave, but didn't really speak to us either. They simply returned to their duties. All this wild growth, this far underground. I don't understand it all, but the area is a soothing respite from Nerubian attacks, at least. Things with these strangers are tense. We do appreciate being allowed to take cover here in their camp, but they only seem to tolerate us at best. We offered to share our supplies, but that offended them somehow. My sister is gravely wounded. I can see herbs I could use to help her in that tent over there, but that giant snail is blocking the entrance. I can't get to them. I asked the guard on the hill for aid, but all he did was glare. I don't know what to do. Perhaps he'll listen to you? May the shadows pass you by. Watch yourself. If looks could kill, I'd be worse off than my sister. Well, I've dealt with these people before. I don't know if that's going to give us much standing, but at least we can try. These are the mysterious people. We still really don't know who or what they are. All we know is that they have definitely some sort of connection to nature. Stranger. Onhia steadfastly ignores your presence. It seems like things are strained between you and the Arathi. What can they do? Onhia gives you a cold, steady stare, then returns his gaze to the camp below. Okay then. Do not return. Well, that didn't work. Let's try talking to someone else, shall we? Hello, Nalea.
You are strange to me.
Your eyes are full of questions, stranger. It seems like things are strained between you and the Arathi. What can they do? Strange. We have welcomed them into our haven of safety. It is true they do not understand us. We have ways that are private and sacred. I suspect that is true of you as well. I cannot tell you more, but if you wish to understand us even a little, you will have to learn from another. A root ancient is not bound by the same rules as we. If you find one, perhaps they will ease your mind and offer enlightenment. Okay, I'll find an ancient.
Do not return.
Those who have taken root below have storied histories. Learn from them. Huh, these are such an interesting people. We still don't even truly know what kind of people they are. We've seen some of them that look kind of like night elves. We've seen some of them that kind of look like trolls, but they're all a bit more wild than you'd expect from those sorts of people. They have sort of like clawed feet. So I'm not sure who they are exactly. What we can do is pick up that flight path, which gives us an achievement. Kaz Algar Flight Master. Nice. Alright, now we need to go find the ancient above the ruptured lake. Should be just up here somewhere. I think it's like actually up above. I need to flap my wings a little bit. Here we are. Are you an ancient? Goahi. You are not unwelcome, stranger. I am the last. This was once a great lake. Over time, the roots ruptured its floor and drained the water away. I have lived here for all of my lifetime and witnessed it all, but now darker changes have come. Sometimes change comes with death. Decay is natural. But the mites that feed upon my people are not. They spread an odd infestation that makes my bark feel like it crawls from my body. Destroy these mites so that I may rest without fear of their mouths upon my sleeping form. Ugh. I know not what causes the mites to feast so, only that they are loud, and I wish to rest. Yeah, you don't really need to explain yourself, bud. If I was trying to take a nap and there were mites feasting on me, yeah, let's just say, I get it. Alright, let's see what we can do. Oh wow, yeah, look! It looks like they're literally eating the other ancients alive. What the heck are these things? Freaky is what they are. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of them here, so hopefully if we get rid of them, we can help our new friend get a nice nap.
I am out of range. I need to target something first.
Alright, we're halfway. That's 8 out of 15. See some more right over here.
I require a target.
4 more and our friend can have a nap. And I think we found all the ones we need right over here. Hello, disgusting mite things. Sorry to interrupt your feast. There we go. Let's go tell our ancient friend the good news. It is quiet. Perhaps I will rest now with my people. I appreciate what you have done. Do not worry, I'm not finished yet. If you please, take this route to those who sent you. They can read the history of my life within the rings of wood therein. My life is one of many in the tapestry, but we are all intertwined. These strangers you encountered may be reclusive, secretive even, but they understand this tapestry like no other, and guard it with their lives. Your new acquaintances are worth more than you know, stranger. Take care with them. I'll do my best. Rest well, sir. Alright, let's go back to the camp. There's our ship that we came in on that got absolutely stopped in its tracks. Looks like the Arathi haven't had any success in removing that from its webs. It might just have to stay there as a landmark of the area at this point. Now, I am back.
I do not know you.
Did you find the ancients?
Go now.
He sent you this route, yet was still alive. I understand. His story is safe with us.
Do not return, stranger.
You understand that others lead lives different to your own. Our ways restrict us. Our traditions are not for the ears of strangers. I have only spoken to you at all due to Orwena's word, but I can feel Onahaya's disapproval from here. It is uncomfortable to have mysteries at times. It is why so many fear the dark. It is unknown. I know I must seem cryptic, but our ways do not mean we are offended by the Arathi. They are creating tension where it does not exist for us.
Go now. Please.
Go. Tell your ally they may take what they need. Alright, so they're not being tense or grumpy or moody. It's just the way they are. They stand back, they sit, they watch, and they're a people of few words.
The flame burns for all of us.
What did they say? Is there anything we can do to fix this rift between us? Well, Nailea says they are not offended. Wait, what? They aren't offended? I was so afraid of making things worse. Well, in that case, will you ask the creature to move and I'll take the herbs I need? Of course.
Always be prepared.
Just a little longer, Day. Hello there, giant snail thing. The creature is resting, but doesn't seem deeply asleep. Let's see if we can communicate with it. Excuse me, we need some herbs behind you. Do you mind moving so we can reach them? Wow. You can communicate with the giant snails. Thank you very much. All we had to do was ask it kindly. Alright, and there are the herbs that you need.
We are the seekers of light. Stay alert.
I can't believe this was just a simple misunderstanding. I shouldn't have made assumptions. Thank you for easing my mind and for helping my sister.
Stay productive in the light, vigilant in the night.
I'll be just a moment, Day. Sister? Are you all right? Isabel, yes. Thank you, friend. Who are you? It is good you are well. I am Nelea, one of the Haranir. Wow. Literally a people of very few words. Well, I suppose that's a start. It is a start. So, we also learned the name of these people, the Haranir. We didn't learn a lot else about them, to be honest, but hey, at least they're allowing the Arathi, who were injured in the crash, to shelter here. And, we learned a little bit more about them. Still very curious people, though. Speaking of curious people, there should be another camp right over here, I think. We got a quest previously, and the quest giver said, some of my people found a few Haranir setting up one of their camps to the southwest. They were missing some vital supplies, so my people offered to help out. However, I worry about how they're all getting along over there. Could you check in on them? Make sure we're being good hosts to the Haranir and that nobody has inadvertently offended anyone, please. Alright, so it looks like there are multiple different Haranir camps around the area, and we didn't learn a lot about their people at that camp, so perhaps we'll learn more about them when we go lend a helping hand at Wild Camp Ular, which should be just down this way. Here it is. So as you can see, the Arathi certainly have a presence here, as well as our old friend. So this is the person that we met when we very first crashed here, who lended us a helping hand, Orwena. You again. Curious. Orwena, you know what I'm about to say. Such careless involvement is forbidden. If you're so concerned, you're welcome to join me. Make sure I cover my tracks. Huh. Wonder what they're talking about.
You have found it.
So you're still alive. Well, since you've proven to be decently capable, the Nerubians must have some means of cleansing themselves after black blood exposure. If they did not, they would not have been so successful in their harvesting operation. If necessary, I can pick up on the harmony of this world with ease to restore my mind to this reality. But for your sake and Hanan's, we should probably obtain whatever it is they use. Although we can spare the trouble. If you don't mind, the threat of forever splitting your consciousness between two realities. The Nerubians are harvesting black blood nearby. If allowed to persist, this corruption caused by excavating the veins may spread. It will continue until it consumes everything. I have no intention of sitting and waiting for it to taint the roots. I'm trying to learn and understand their methods so that I may strike at the heart of the operations. You're welcome to join me, if, of course, you would also prefer your world not to drown in oozing pools of black blood.
I shall watch for you.
You're making me go where we could be discovered again. Oh, do not flinch, Hanan. Adventures can be good for your spine. I like her. She's awesome. But yes, we're clearly working towards a common objective. We certainly do not want the Nerubians accessing any more of the old god's black blood, so let's follow them up to this area where we should be able to find a tuning crystal. We're also looking for a storage rack. Alright. Looks like the tuning crystal will be on the body of some of the Nerubians. Not you. Not you. Who's got a tuning crystal? Not you. Oh my goodness, nobody around here has a tuning crystal. So this is where they're harvesting the black blood. These must be old, like, decaying bodies of old gods. I mean, looking at this one up close, it does look kind of old god-y. So checks out. We finally know where they've been getting the black blood
I
from.
must get closer.
Right, you're an overseer. You must have a crystal, right? No. Oh my goodness. This is getting ridiculous. Just looking for a single tuning crystal. No dice. I mean, while we're here, I guess it doesn't hurt that we're thinning out Nerubian numbers. The less Nerubians there are harvesting black blood, the better. Even though Queen Ansurek has been defeated, obviously there's lots of Nerubians still honoring her memory and working under her orders. To be fair, they might not even know she's dead yet. Alright, we got the tuning crystal, we found the storage rack. Look at how much they already have, yet they're using the worms to find more. We must act quickly. No, you need not act on this, Orwena. Have you forgotten we cannot get involved? Why is that guy so hesitant to get involved? This place was likely beautiful once. Now look at it. Orwena narrows her eyes in the directions of the Nerubians. For a moment, you think she's preparing to pounce. Why is black blood so dangerous anyway? Black blood exposure has the power to distort and shifts one's mind into a realm beyond our eyes, the unseeming. As for what lurks there, if you need more incentive to help me stop this corruption, let it be the monsters the black blood could unleash on our world. And if you're still not convinced, find a pool of the ooze to swim in. See for yourself if you enjoy what you discover the deeper you go into the unseeming. Okay. The Nerubians must have something on them to cleanse their minds after such direct proximity to the black blood. Perhaps this tuning crystal? A tuning crystal? Fascinating. Though I cannot say I'm too impressed with the solution. They brought this problem upon themselves, after all. Okay. So... that's what they're using to extract the black blood. They've built extractors, drawing the black blood from the earth. How many must we destroy to make a dent? Destroy? Orwena, please, walk away from this before anything gets worse. It's gonna get worse unless you do something. Hanan, why are you like this? Do you hear that gentle hum this device emits? It is how they're restoring themselves after exposure to the substance. How inventive. You've seen enough. We must go back. Here in the center of all this corruption, I hear something calling to me. It pounds in my head like a drum. I cannot just ignore it. Hanan is correct only in that my presence here is not strictly allowed. But this corruption echoes in my mind like a disruptive chord in the otherwise pure song of the world, like a cry for help. I must heed that call. I must follow the dissonance to its source and find the heart of it so that I may discover how to cleanse it. Join me. Something feels wrong, distorted. I need to follow this feeling and see where it leads me. I will follow you, but I still don't like this. Well, at least Hanan's willing to follow her. I'll meet you guys there. As you can see, these people have the ability to shapeshift into animals and bat-like creatures. So I guess that's why their quote-unquote human forms, their mortal forms, still retain a bit of animalistic attributes. Oh dear. This site is abandoned. Good. Tallara, we can empty this extractor. Wait, these devices are dangerous. We should not touch them. Should I listen to him or you? Guess we'll listen to Orwena. Let's empty it. Vile substance. I'm covered in monsters. They're everywhere. Run! Hanan, wait! I did not mean for this. I can fix this, Hanan.
Speak to me.
I need to find the heart of this harvesting operation. Then I can determine how to put a stop to it. And a little destruction along the way would not be a bad idea. Orwena gives a concerned glance towards the cave. When he agreed to come with me, I was supposed to watch over him. Make sure nothing bad happened. I did not mean for... Fetch him, Tallara. You were exposed to the black blood too, but Hanan took most of it. He has entered the unseeming, his mind shifted to a realm beyond our eyes through exposure to the black blood. You may need to join him, however far in he ventured, to retrieve him. I will activate the Nerubian cleansing instrument for when you return. Do not lose yourself in that altered state.
Do not fear the dark.
Find Hanan. I'll use the tuning crystal we found to fix this cleansing instrument. You two will need it. So maybe we should have listened to Hanan a little bit more closely, hey? Or just been more careful when we were emptying that black blood vessel. Looks like it splashed out all over me and Hanan. Hanan getting the worst of it. Now he's been corrupted and he's seeing things. There he is right over here. You don't look good.
Yes?
What's happening? My head, everything hurts. I can't think. I'm seeing things. Is this the dissonance Orwena feels down here? Look, Hanan, follow me out of the cave.
Roots guide you home.
But there are spiders everywhere. I can't get through.
What is it?
My head, it hurts. Everything feels so cloudy and help, please.
Farewell.
Hanan is barely responsive and less corporeal than he should be, lost deeper in the unseeming than you. Some of the canisters exploded, then the spiders appeared. Kill the spiders.
Roots guide you home.
I was splattered with the blood and then the spiders, so many spiders. Oh god. We are gonna have to cover ourselves in black blood so we can see these quote-unquote spiders, aren't we? I can't blame you for being afraid of the spiders, Hanan. I would also be afraid. I hate spiders so much. No, the big ones, Tallara. You need more exposure to see them. Hurry! Oh god, is this really what we want? We want me to get more and more exposed? Can I just put you on my back and carry you out of here? There are even bigger ones. Please help! Oh god. The nightmare gets worse and worse. Kill it and we might get free. Get me out of this place. So we have the arachnophobia mode on, which makes things look less spidery and more lobstery, and for that, I am grateful. Alright, looks like we helped Hanan enough to give him the courage to get out of this cave. Now we both need to get out of here and cleanse ourselves of the black blood. Whew. Orwena, that was horrible. Nerubians chased me into that cave and... Nothing to fear. You survived. As I said, it's an adventure.
So, your path leads you here.
I've noticed you seem good at surviving challenging tasks. I will remember this about you.
I shall watch.
Orwena looks relieved at the sight of Hanan, but does not seem dissuaded from her task. I cannot say I'm surprised at what you found in that cave. Nerubians stuck in the unseeming, trapped in a realm of monsters and madness. I would pity them, but they sought this out. You, however, need to shift back before the influence of the black blood becomes too strong on your mind.
Nature take its
Focus on the
course.
sound this device sings. It will harmonize your mind with the song of the world, allowing you to shift back to your reality. Whew. You learned what you needed to know. Please, let's be done with this. Now? Hanan, listen. This song, the dissonance. It's getting louder. I must find the heart of this corruption. Well, she's gone.
Yes?
I felt so paranoid in the unseeming, so isolated, like drowning, but it was darkness that was suffocating me, unspeakable horrors all around. I'm not like you two. I can't just rush headfirst into danger. I prefer using my abilities to help things grow, but you have my thanks for pulling me out of that, stranger. Why are you so concerned about Orwena's mission? I'm still not supposed to... It's admirable that Orwena is so determined to make a difference here. We're called to protect the roots, and the black blood poses a grave threat to them. But I don't see how Orwena's path can lead to the harmony she seeks. We are forbidden from interacting with strangers under no uncertain terms. Yet here I am discussing this with you. It is not right. I just want to regroup back at the wild camp, be more cautious in our approach, take our time before rushing into things, with no care for who sees us. Interesting. So that's why the people at the other camp were so reluctant to speak to the Arrow Knights. Apparently they're forbidden from interacting with strangers. Doesn't mean they can't offer them shelter, but interacting is where they draw the line.
Farewell.
She can't keep running off like this. The rest of us followed her here, against our better judgment, I might add, but we never agreed to... No, we knew exactly what we were getting into with her, and the consequences. I need to go make sure she's alright. What I saw in that cave, if she's more sensitive to this... But she's making a mess out here, drawing attention and leaving a trail leading outsiders right to her, right to us. We're supposed to be subtle, unseen, keep to the brush, hide in our other forms as much as possible. I hate to ask this of you, but can you use my scythe to take care of the evidence while I check on her?
Farewell then.
Use this to collect the traces of Orwena's magic along her trail. I'll go make sure she's alright. So, we're picking up sort of bits and pieces of these people's culture. But I always wonder, like, where are these mandates coming from? Who's saying they can't interact with outsiders and stuff like that, you know? I suppose they must have a village chief and a long history passed down through the years. They're very cautious not to leave any trail, any trace of themselves. It's clearly been ingrained in them.
I need to target something first.
So, we will remove the traces of magic that Orwena left behind her when she got out of here. And then hopefully catch up to them in the process. Luckily for us, this does leave a very easy trail for us to follow to find her again. Also looks like she's been killing some Nerubians along the way. Seeing lots of dead bodies around here. Dang. Glow might left me disoriented after it died. Now, what are these things? Spore bits. I have a feeling we probably don't want to get too close. Lest those explode on us. Must be getting close now. Wow, this place looks scary. This must be the heart of it all. Heart of the black blood extraction. If we can shut this place down, it'll definitely be a heavy blow to the Nerubians. Now, let's see if we can find Orwena. Here she is. Orwena, how can I help? She's not answering, Hanan.
What is it?
I hate seeing Orwena in such distress, but I don't know how to get through to her. She thinks she has to do everything herself. She sees that corruption out there as her responsibility, her burden. But we're not prepared to take this on. We're not even supposed to be here. So why did I have to cover Orwena's tracks?
Guide you home.
Oops, I pressed the wrong button there. We cannot allow the traces of Orwena's magic to linger here. It could reveal our very existence. We are forbidden from interacting with outsiders. What we are doing here is... I cannot explain more. Please try to accept that. It's forbidden for me to talk to outsiders, but you've been very helpful. Thank you for aiding me with this burden. My head spins with the echoes of this dissonance, such a grave threat to the roots. Do they even understand what they are doing? Destroy as many of those extractors as you can. Shatter the bulbs, snap the limbs, burn the wreckage. We cannot stop them all, not today, but a bit of destruction may temper my rage. This is far worse than I thought. It's as if they're feeding the corruption, encouraging it, the dissonance growing louder and louder. I can hardly hear anything else. My head is pounding. I need to see how far gone this land truly is. Tallara, bring me something from the unseeming. Just look at all this. This place is an abomination. I need a glimpse of what exists beyond our eyes. I need to know the extent of the damage that has already been done. When I asked how I could help, I didn't mean any of us going down there. Well, I think it's too late for that, Hanan. To Orwena's credit, she doesn't seem herself, but this place is clearly a hotbed of corruption. We need to stop the extraction efforts here before it gets too bad. Alright, so we need to destroy extractors and collect discordant essence. So, looks like to do both of those things, we've got to come right down into the thick of it. There's a thing right here we can interact with. This is a black blood extractor, sorry. So that's one destroyed. Oh yeah, they're scattered all over the place. We shouldn't have trouble finding them. Just destroy what we see. And I'm not sure how we get the discordant essence. But we'll start with the extractors and then we can move to that after. Oh, we might have to actually kill monsters to collect that. Okay. Ah, yes. Ooh, we also picked up a coagulated blood clot. Ew. The image of a purple candle burning with glorious power springs unbidden to your mind as you contemplate the decaying filth before you, followed by a faint whisper echoing through your mind.
I do not have
One candle to the rule them all, and in its brightness bind them. Wait a minute! That seems familiar. Bring Janky the candlesmith and Gunnergaz enough coagulated black blood to forge a most unfortunate candle. Do we want to, though? That was a very, very clear Lord of the Rings reference. And everyone knows that one ring had to be destroyed in the end. Anyway, it's kind of cool that, that reference was made, so once we're done down here in Ajkahet, we'll go to Gunnergaz and give that to the Candlemaster.
I do not have a target.
Looks like there's lots of other heroes here also destroying black blood equipment, so we're sort of fighting for these resources right now. There we go, we've destroyed enough extractors, now we just need discordant essence, and while we're here, we'll also pick up the coagulated black blood, which we also get from these monsters. That's a big scary one. Faceless one. Alright, let's take him down. Goodbye. Thank you for your black blood. Alright, just two more vials, pieces, teaspoons? I'm not sure how we're measuring the black blood, but what I'm trying to say is we're almost done. One more. There we go. All right.
The roots brought us both here.
They've already done so much damage. The creatures that once lived here, the earth that once thrived. If we cannot stop them, we will take vengeance for that which they've destroyed beyond repair.
Perhaps we'll meet again.
What have the Nerubians done to this place? This is wrong. This is all wrong.
Perhaps we'll meet again.
I cannot stand to look at this any longer. I must act. Tallara, you have survived the unseeming before. Now we must go there together. I must see it for myself if I am to believe this vile place truly cannot be cleansed. We will kill what we can and search for some sliver of hope that we can still restore this land.
I shall watch for you.
I must venture into the unseeming and see if there is hope to restore this place yet.
Yes?
I hate seeing Orwena in such distress, but I don't know how to get through to her. She thinks she has to do everything herself. She sees that corruption out there as her responsibility, her burden. But we're not prepared to take this on. We're not even supposed to be here. I know I cannot stop Orwena from going down there and drawing attention to our presence, but perhaps we could stop word of our presence from spreading. Find whoever's in charge of this harvest site and do what is needed to ensure they can't spread the word.
Farewell then.
If Orwena is going to insist on doing this, we can at least try to, well, cover our tracks. It seems fair to me. Absolutely, Hanan. Alright, so... a few things to do here. First up, we need to destroy this warped sapling. Lose yourself as I have. Thanks for the offer, but I'm gonna pass. Return to the earth at last. Roots. This abomination was once a thriving natural life in harmony with the world. That hero killed that guy right before I could get there. I'll have to come back in a moment. Oh.
Too far away.
Well, before we're going anywhere... this thing's attacking us. Discordant Swarmite. A big one. A real big one.
I require a target.
Alright, we'll come back for that guy in a minute. Check out this guy.
I need to target something first.
That was a big guy. Got us a corrupted heart. It is as I said, the unseeming claims creatures' heart and mind. They have lost themselves. Here's the leader of the operation, Harvest Warden Iztalik. You cannot stop what has begun. You sure about that? 'Cause I feel like we're doing a pretty good job. My queen's mission will persist. Your queen is dead and so are you. Alright. Just one more monster for us to kill. It's this one right over here. Who has respawned. You arrived just in time to join the battle against the Faceless One. Here we are, Eternal. So many, too far gone to find harmony. Enough. The damage to this land truly is irreconcilable. Meet me back at the Overlook.
What is it?
Roots.
I will admit, I'm glad to have had you with us through all of this.
Your path leads you deep.
Hanan's concerns are not unfounded, but I cannot simply witness this corruption and make no attempt to root it out. Orwena's voice is low with rage, but you see it as heartbreak shining in her eyes. This place is truly too far gone. There's no fixing what they have done here.
Let nature take its course.
I thought we could restore this place. I thought I could. I know, but we cannot always force harmony. Even you don't bear that burden, Orwena. I thank you for following me down here, Hanan, and you as well, Tallara. I want to help, Orwena, but not like this. We need to regroup. Well, not every story has a happy ending. We certainly, hopefully, put a damper on their operations here, but unfortunately it is pretty far gone at this point. Either way, guys, it was an exciting day full of questing, and we managed to learn more about the mysterious peoples that live here in Ashgahet, and that in itself is a win. I hope you enjoyed today's episode and all of the quests that we completed today. When we return next time, we'll continue working through that quest log and finish up all the loose ends here in the War Within expansion. Thanks everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you guys back here again soon.